This one is the reason I passed math last semester. What is up, legends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. What I have for you today is apps students need. So the first app I have written down, I have it on a little sticky note, but the first app is Socratic. Now, basically this app is like you can take a picture of like a question on like your homework or whatever, and then it'll like search all the Google like answers, and then it'll like show you the answer. So that's really helpful when I'm like just so confused. And they usually, especially for math, they usually have like a couple different apps that'll give you a couple different answers based on like what answer your math teacher wants. The second one is Photomath. This one is the reason I passed math last semester. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at math. So this one is definitely like my go-to. It's like my ride or die. So you could just take a picture. I mean, if you probably know what it is, but if you don't, you just take a picture and of your math like problem, and then it'll like show you the answer. It'll do it for you, and then it can also show you how they got that answer. And then also you can like just type it in too if you don't want to take a picture, if your like handwriting's bad or like it's not, you know, registering the right question. You can just type it in, and it does take a while to figure out where all the buttons are, but after you do, it's like a godsend. My next one is Quizlet. This one really got me through 9th and 10th grade because I learned best from flashcards personally. So I would make flashcards on Quizlet for like pretty much everything. When you have like vocab quizzes, it really helps me. So you probably know what Quizlet is, but if you don't, it's just like an app where you can like make your own flashcards digitally instead of having to handwrite them, so that you can like study them anywhere you want. They have like little fun games too you can use. My next one is Notion. I personally don't use Notion for school. If you do have like things like that where like you have things that are due in certain weeks and like you need to plan when you're gonna do certain things because you don't have the time to do it all like on the same day or whatever, I feel like that could be super helpful. Next one is Desmos. Some people know, some people don't, but it's basically like you can type in like a graph like equation thingy, and it'll like give you the graph for it so that you don't have to graph it, or if you're confused, you can see how they graphed it, and then you can figure out the points, and then you can graph it too. Or if it's like, if they're like, what kind of graph is this, and you can type it in Desmos, and then it'll see, and then you can tell them which type of graph it is. It's really helpful, especially when you have like points that don't make sense, like 2.2, and you're like, I don't know where that is, and then they'll show you. The next one is like for like a specific type of issue. It's a matrix calculator. If you're like me and you just simply can't understand matrices, that one was really hard for me, and it took me forever to find a decent matrix calculator, so I thought I'd share with you. But basically you can type in the matrix, and then you can type whether you want to add, subtract, or divide, or multiply it, and then they'll show you like the answer. Unfortunately they don't tell you how they got the answer, but I mean, you could probably figure it out from the answer, but I don't know. I really struggled back there with the matrices. And then my last one is Duolingo. Kind of like a bonus one, but you know, it's like, you probably know what Duolingo is because there's like memes and stuff about it, but it's like you can learn a different language on it. So if you're taking like Spanish or like whatever, a second language in school, or even not even in school, but if you are taking one in school, you can learn on there, and then that way you can practice like every day. And then you can also take like a placement test, so that if you have already learned like a year or two of Spanish, you can like, they like say like, do you want to take a placement test, and then you can do that, and then you can like go past all the levels you've already done, and then just start there. And when I was taking Spanish, I felt that was really helpful to have, because then I could practice it more often than just in Spanish, and I can learn it in a different way than my Spanish teacher taught. Plus they have like challenges and stuff that are super fun. And if you have the money, I would recommend getting Duolingo Plus, because it was super helpful for me because they give you unlimited like hearts and everything. That's pretty much all I have for those apps. If you have any more, make sure to leave them down in the comment. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to drop a like, and while you're down there, don't forget to check out my socials if you want to, and comment anything you want or what you'd like to see from me in the future, and I will see you in my next video.